If you want to improve your flow, then you really need to connect different tricks with each other and be able to make it look like just one movement. So when you dance, you connect every trick, every movement with each other, and it's just one flow. If you are in the flow, you don't stop, you don't think, you just make it look smooth. Smooth transitions are the key to make it look flowy and easy. So for example, I can walk around the pole, but if I'm in the flow, I move gracefully. So it is very important that you don't stop when you're in a movement, because that is what breaks up the flow and then it doesn't look as nice anymore. So even, for example, if I do like a freestyle and I don't know what I should do next, then you shouldn't see that I'm thinking of what I'm doing next. So maybe I just do more steps around the pole or do this. I basically just did nothing. I moved a little bit, but it looks like it's all purposely done, which it is, but I'm just creating time for myself to think what I'm gonna do next. And even the little transitions like climbing, you can make them look really interesting. You can take your time every step. And while I'm talking, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just do it, and maybe some things are gonna look worse. Some of the movements are gonna look better. But if you're in the flow, you just keep going. Also, if you want to improve your flow, then always start with the tricks and movements that feel natural to you, that you always love doing and they always work. However you feel, doesn't matter how tired you are, all these other factors that influence the training. No matter what happens that day, you always nail those tricks and movements. That's what you do. Those tricks and movements you use in order to create your flow. For me, that's, for example, always pirouettes and dips. And also don't rush into movements or out of movements. If you do the tricks that you already enjoy, that you nail every single time, then you are more confident in what you're doing. And if I was to do, for example, a Russian layback or Russian split, no way that that would look good, because it's a trick that doesn't come natural to me. Always try to start with tricks that you like and love and just do them. For me, a lot of the times I don't know what to do with the hand that's not on the pole, and I always end up doing something like this and that, and sometimes it's a little bit weird. And to be honest, a weakness that I have is that I don't know what to do with my fingers. Like even if I bring up my arm like this, my fingers always look a bit weird. So I don't know, there's always something you have to work on, and that's just one part for me. But if you realize, oh, I feel uncomfortable with my hand, or I'm rather up in the air, then go up in the air, do tricks on the pole. If you're not a dancer and if you feel like it looks awkward when you dance, then just do tricks on the pole and improve the transitions from one trick to the other. So if you're not a real dancer in high heels, don't worry. It doesn't matter what style of pole dance you prefer. If you love pole fitness, you still need to have a certain flow to make it look effortlessly and nice. So that's why it's important to always start with things that you like. Maybe it's in high heels, maybe it's without high heels. But yeah, start with the tricks you love and then try to create a flow. And also, what I see all the time is when a trick doesn't go as you want to and then they come off the pole already annoyed. No, the next time you make a mistake in dancing, on the pole or whatever, then keep going. Imagine you're on stage and you have to keep going. No matter what happens, you have to keep going. And forget about it, just continue and move on. Move and move on. Okay, so next time you train, do that. Move on as if nothing happened. Also, what really helps to get into the flow is that you create an atmosphere where you feel comfortable. For example, if you're in a really bad environment, you feel uncomfortable, then how are you supposed to get into the flow? So what I always do, I always clean up the space so that it looks nice and tidy, nothing else distracts me. I turn off my phone if I'm not filming, and then turn on my favorite music, and then I'm able to get into the flow. It is really important that you create an environment where you feel comfortable, wear the clothes that you love, wear the outfit you love, and then do it. If you make mistakes, then just move on and don't get distracted by anything else. You also need to realize that when it comes to flow, it doesn't have to be hard tricks. Everything I did in this video wasn't really hard. The transition I just did was a little bit more advanced, but everything else is not even that hard. So the expectation that things have to be complicated to look good, really forget about that. It's not that. For example, when I upload on Instagram something and the trick is super hard, it took me so long to get it, and then the resonance is not as great as if I post a video where I just flow around the pole and it just looks effortlessly and nice, then yeah, it's just different. So get that out of your head. When you flow, if you really just want to improve your flow and work on it, then start with the easy things. As I said, do the tricks that you can, but also keep it easy. Because of course, if you do the hardest tricks with the hardest transitions and then you expect yourself to nail it in the first time, no, take it easy, take it a step back, concentrate on the things you like, and then I'm sure that you will nail it. Also, film yourself. Film yourself today when you train or the next time. Work on your flow, don't stop, just keep going. And then in 3 weeks, or even maybe in 2 weeks, you film yourself again, and I bet that you will see a difference. I've been doing pole dance for so long now, over 7 years. So of course for me, it might be a little bit easier, and it might look easy to you, but it's still not easy. I just make it look easy. So don't forget that everyone has a different background, different pace, and yeah, just keep going. And I hope you really liked my tips. I see you in the next video.